Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel. The star of today's product review is the Dafne design wooden sideboard and the relative cupboard. Let's dive in. Here in the showroom we have the cupboard version, which is 140 centimeters wide, 131 high and 54 centimeters deep. The sideboard version is available in two sizes, which are 187 and 240 in width, and the height is 78 centimeters, which is slightly higher than a normal table. What makes the Dafne collection unique is the fact that it is a design collection with its modern shapes, rounded elements, integrated handles. Together with the construction quality, it is built in the way that classic furniture it is built. So, classic construction techniques together with design, looks and features. So, we described the rounded sides and we can see that at the sides we have two curved doors which connect to these huge integrated handles which are made of solid wood. More about this later. So, we have one on one side and one on the other. Okay. We have transparent glass inside on the shelves, also in here, all is transparent glass. And here we say the way that the feet are built. The feet are actually solid wood, just like the handle. And when the door is closed, gets in line, aligned with the feet, so that if you don't look at the joint here, you do perceive it as a single volume. So the Dafne collection is completely made of blockboard. Blockboard is actually a panel of solid wood which is comprised of smaller parts of solid wood all attached together, normally glued, to create a surface. This surface is used here to create these rounded doors and the main panels, and then we have actual solid wood for the big handles and the feet. These blockboard parts are veneered with oak or American walnut. American walnut has its own peculiar color, which you can see in the gallery, while oak is then colored in three different versions, which are natural oak, which is the lighter, then we have mocha, which is a dark brown, and then we have black oak, which is the finish that you see here. What is very important about the Dafne collection is that all its wood are FSC certified. FSC stands for Forest Stewardship Council, and it means that all its wood follow strict environmental, social and economic standards. So, for example, all woods are taken from forests which then follow replantation programs, and so all it's done by taking care of environment and social aspects. Also, the veneers that are used are premium A-grade veneers, and this is a guarantee of special details in how the overall look and perception of the sideboard or cupboard is perceived. Also, all the paints are natural, certified, even food-grade, water-based, transparent finishes. So all the finishes are natural in perception and also especially healthy and respectful both of people and the environment. About this transparent finish, I can say that in the black version, you perceive it less because of course it is black indeed, but in the lighter version you actually can perceive the natural feel of the woods and the paints used on the woods. Also, we must point out that in this collection there's a limited use of glues, and when possible mechanical joints are used. So every detail from glues to paints, even to up to the packaging, is meant to respect the environment. And actually, when you purchase a design piece like this, you start looking at details. So let's talk about accessories. In the sideboard version, you can add an inner drawer, which is in black finish inside. So in the middle door, you can have an inside drawer. And while in the cupboard version, you can either have the middle door, it can be completely wooden, or in glass, as you see it here. Glass can be transparent or gray glass like this one. You see that it has this brass handle, which is a nice touch. It really does have big hinges, which you don't really perceive them when the door is closed, because they're basically hidden behind this metal part here. And another accessory that you can get when you get to the glass door is the inside light. The inside light, it has a warm light, which is 3000 degrees, Kelvin degrees, and it can be controlled through a foot switch, which we have here in the showroom. And so you can turn it on or off like this, or you can have your electrician to connect it to a switch in the wall so that you can control it through a switch. So the Dafne collection is completely finished in the back. Here in the cupboard version, this is a feature which is not strictly needed. Also in the sideboard version if it's against the wall. But with the sideboard version, it's very convenient sometimes in certain shapes of living rooms to actually have the sideboard in the middle of the living room, probably even the telly on top of it, and you can have the telly turn around between the sofa area and the dining area. So a sideboard with which is completely finished on all sides, it's an interesting feature. So let's talk about the tops of the Dafne collection. Here we have ceramics, which is 6 millimeters thick, and we have 5 different ceramics available, and some of these are also quite peculiar, with peculiar colors that you don't find often. And then we have 10 available marbles. Also the marbles are quite peculiar, and they come from different parts of the world. The marble is 2 centimeters thick, and it has a rounded edge on the perimeter, and especially the marble version can also become quite exclusive in terms of cost and accessibility, because the origin of this marble is very peculiar. So we've come to the end of today's product review for the Dafne collection. It actually puts together modern design, classic ways of building furniture, and a special care for the environment. I hope that you liked it. See you next time. Bye bye.